guys, it's True here. Welcome to a quick play of Digu Dagu on the Atari 2600. This came out in 1982 and was based off the arcade machine by Namco. The 2600 version is quite a good conversion of the arcade, really. The idea of the game is you play as Digu Dagu and you have to mine down into the ground and kill all the creatures. Now there's only two kind of creatures in the game. The first ones are those orangey pinky ones, they're called Pookas, I believe. They just can kill you by walking into you. And the green dragons are called Fygars, and they can breathe fire in a straight line from left to right. They can't actually breathe fire up or down, which is a godsend, really. All the enemies have the ability to turn into ghosts and bypass the earth, so they can actually come and get you rather than waiting for you to go get them, which is a lot better, really, because you could quite easily pick them off if they was contained in the cells at the start off with. There's two ways of killing the enemies. The main one is by using Digu Dagu's inflatable pump. I mean, what a way to kill enemies. You fire the pump out and keep tapping the fire button until they inflate to a size and explode. The second way of killing them, which is a bit more tricky, is by dropping boulders on them, which I attempted to do there and failed miserably. That reminds me a bit of like Boulder Dash kind of thing, where you have to drop boulders on creatures, but it's much easier just to use the pump. As well, when you kill all but one enemy, the final enemy will actually make a break for it and try and escape. The enemy tries to reach the top left hand corner of the screen, and if he does reach that, the level will end and you'll progress into the next level. You just lose out on the bonus points that the enemy would have given you. I mean, once again, for 1982, it's a quite straightforward game, but games were straightforward back and then. They were more about a simple idea and making the gameplay strong. That's something, in my opinion, modern games really need to get back to, really. They've become too complicated in a way, more interested in graphical fidelity and storytelling, and sometimes the gameplay is completely neglected. So you got a nice looking game, cracking story, but it's just not very fun to play. Now, as you progress through the levels, they do get harder, the enemies get quicker, they get more aggressive, and the colours of the mines change to actually depict some kind of progress. This is probably one of the more forgiving versions of the game. The enemies don't seem to be as fast as, like, say, on the arcade conversion. And I don't know if it did it in the arcade, but the pump, if you're near a very thin wall, has a habit of actually going through the wall, so you can actually kill some of the more dangerous enemies like the Fygars. So you're actually protected by the wall, so they can't actually breathe fire on you. But yeah, it's a good game. The arcade machine is infinitely better because it's just faster and looks better for the time. Oh, we're gonna no! It's so hard to hit them with the rocks. It's just crazy. I remember playing this on the there's a Namco collection out on the 360, and it's also available on the Xbox Live Marketplace as the arcade conversion of this. I remember trying to get all the achievements, and there's one rather annoying achievement. You have to dig away every single bit of earth on the map. It might seem straightforward, but it's actually quite difficult with the enemies chasing you, because once they actually get on your tail and it's an open map, you've no way to turn to actually get away and open up a distance from. Oh, new colour scheme. Horrible colour scheme, well, pink and blue. But yeah, it's a really annoying achievement to get. It was actually, I didn't actually get it because it's bugged as well. I mean, you can clear all the map sometimes and it just doesn't do it. I mean, after a few hours of frustration, I just gave up on the damn thing. So I actually did meet the requirements several times and nothing happened. There was a theory behind it that the central tunnel that you mine at the start of each section, it had to be remined as well, so like the earth was there invisibly and you had to cover the space, and then there was theories that you had to go across the top as well, where there's technically no earth, but that didn't work, so I just gave up on the damn thing really. I'm having quite a kick on the Atari 2600 at the moment. As you probably noticed, the last 3 quick plays now will have been Atari 2600 games. I'm just really getting back into the console because it was my very first ever games console. I think I played it when I was 2 for the first time. Was I 2? I can't remember now. It was very early on though. It was back in, it was either 79 or 80, so that would have been me 2 or 3 years old, and that really got me into gaming then at an early age. I mean, even back then I was actually better than my parents at the games. I just seemed to have an instant knack of knowing how to play the games. You gotta watch out now because the enemies stack on top of each other. There were actually 2 dragons there. Yeah, I think I'll better wrap this video up now, guys. I think I've gone through pretty much all the kind of colour schemes. I think the game reverts back to the original colour scheme now and just generally gets harder. So yeah, guys, that was Dig Dug on the Atari 2600. Thank you very much for watching.